Hi, this is James Shug with Westpac London's end of day wrap for Wednesday, October the 12th. Interesting day today. We certainly saw very positive equity market sentiment. Seems to have mostly been related to European developments. We're still awaiting, in fact, some key US events, that is the release of the minutes to the September 2021 FOMC meeting, which is the one where the Fed introduced its Operation Twist, its $400 billion worth of purchases of longer bonds funded by selling shorter dated treasuries. And also we've got comments coming out from two Fed officials, Susan Pianalto and also Charles Plosser. Plosser, of course, being one of the dissenters against the last couple of moves by the Fed to make policy more accommodative. So some things to watch for still in the US session. In the European session we had quite a bit of news. Firstly, Barroso, the EU Commission President, has said that it's time for a more coordinated response. Actually, I better read this. He said that reactive and piecemeal responses are no longer sufficient. We now need to get ahead of the curve. Economic and Monetary Affairs Commissioner Olli Rehn was quoted as saying, "There's a fairly good chance of averting calamity in Europe." Not particularly buoyant commentary, nevertheless, but certainly recognition by senior European officials that something does need to be done, and also a little bit of hope offered as well. Now, these aren't necessarily the guys that make the really big decisions. That's actually up to the likes of Merkel and Sarkozy and so on. Nevertheless, markets liked what they heard, and that, combined with the news that a second vote in Slovakia should almost certainly deliver approval of the expanded EFSF after the first vote late last night didn't. All that helped push markets along. We also had a 1.2% rise in industrial production in August. Westpac's forecast of 0.3% gain was the highest in the market, but even our upbeat forecast was exceeded by the actual outcome. So that's more evidence that although the European economy is sliding, there has actually been some momentum maintained in the industrial sector because of the big overhang of orders. Orders were running well ahead of production earlier this year, and that's still allowing some production to continue. So there was actually a weakness in the Germany numbers, but France, Spain and Italy all offset that. So a bit of a surprise there. It suggests that although a recession is coming in Europe, it may not have actually started in the quarter just finished, in the third quarter just finished. We did, however, have very weak jobs numbers in the UK. In the 3 months to August, employment fell 178,000, reversing the prior 2 months' gains. The unemployment rate rose to 8.1%. That's higher than at any point during the 2008-2009 recession. All of that bodes pretty poorly for the prospects for the UK economy. Anyway, so that's the main sort of news today. Oh, we had a better than expected report from PepsiCo. Alcoa earnings, though, were disappointed. We've got JP Morgan earnings coming up next, although I think that's after the US session. In fact, it'll be released before the next trading session in the US tomorrow. That's on the 13th, our time. So given all that, very positive sentiment in European equity markets today, with the FTSE, the laggard, only up 0.9%, given the weak news that I talked about, I'm sure, on the labour market there. But the French market up 2.4% and the German market up 2.2% today. That's at the European close. It's about 5:30 in London at the moment, and we've got the Dow up 1.1%. It's at 11,538. The broader S&P measures up 1.4% at the moment. Commodity markets are generally reflecting that positive sentiment, with copper prices up 3% today. We've got gold up 1% at $1,677 an ounce, and just modest losses for sugar, and down 0.25%, and oil down 0.4% today at $85.45 a barrel. The Aussie dollar's done very well, rising 2 cents in the London trading session. It's at 1.018 against the US dollar, having been a little bit below parity this time yesterday. So as I say, a 2 cent gain there. Quite a bit of Aussie data coming out today, unemployment expectations, inflation expectations, but the big one will be the Aussie jobs data, where we're looking to see a 15,000 rise in employment and the unemployment rate to remain at 5.3%. If the unemployment rate goes up or down, it'll boost or diminish a little bit market expectations about when the Reserve Bank will cut interest rates. Our view, of course, at Westpac being we'll get a cut in December. And we've got a Reserve Bank of Australia official speaking as well. That's about it. I'm running through this fairly quickly because I've got an event to get to, but I'll be back again tomorrow.